Hello everyone, my name is Nathaniel and I'm so excited because today is the day we go live with the first ever episode of Sexual Health with Sue, a brand new online web series where you, the viewer, get to ask all the sex and relationship questions you were always too shy to ask your parents or your teachers. Now, over the past few weeks, I've been collecting your questions on social media and we've got some brilliant ones kicking us off this week. So all that's left for us to do is meet our agony aunt extraordinaire who we'll be getting lubed up and loose-lipped with. Now, all being well, Sue should be dialed in and waiting for us on the other side of the credits. So, roll VT. No, he's the young lad. The one that got in touch. You know, the one that made the theatre show about me. Still not paid me the bleeding royalties though, has he? Nice chap. Handsome. Bit full of himself though. Always precedes everything with award winning. Let me tell you, Maureen, I once performed a smear test on Cherie Blair in the back of a Skoda in between courses during one of Michael Portfolio's famous safari suppers, but I don't harp on about it now, do I? Oh, I think he's just dialed in. I'll have to go, Maureen. I'll speak to you later, all right? Ta-ra, all right, bye-bye. Oh, why, you lovey? How are you doing? You all right? Yeah. Be with you in a sec, love. I was just sorting through my deliveries when Maureen interrupted. She's got a backed up U-bend, poor thing. Oh, I am made up. They've sent me my favourite rubbers. Pink comfies, flock-lined with a rolled cuff for comfort. Size large, obviously. Not that I'm a size queen or anything. Well, you know what they say about a person with big gloves. Big hands. Anyway, sorry about that. I was just on the phone to our Maureen. I've just hot-footed it home from her flat in Hebden Bridge. Been looking after a little pussy for her. Oh, I'm not much of a pussy lover myself. I've got nothing against pussy lovers, believe you me. I've seen some beautiful pussies in my time, but she's always fussing over hers. It's unhealthy. She said there's loads of them in Hebden Bridge. Pussy lovers, that is. I don't know why she loves hers so much. It's a bit of a biter, if I'm honest. And it kept showing me its tiny little anus. She said to me, Sue, if a feline shows you its bum, then it means it really likes you. I said, I know a fair few gay men who would say exactly the same. Sue, I've been flat-sitting for her while she's on her holes in Skegness. Look, lovely little place she's got. Can we just... Cows outside. She said they were domesticated Frisians. I said, does that mean they'll help me with the cooking and cleaning then? Anyway, lovey, how are you? Yeah, I guess I'm okay. Ooh, look, talking Sue, of tiny anuses, how's that little bottom of yours? Last time we spoke, you were about to have a camera up the proverbial, weren't you? Yeah. I mean, it was just a little infection. It's all cleared up now. So, yeah. Look, could
Oh,
Sue,
I am
just,
glad, lovey. Hey, I bet that's the most action you've had in weeks.
Sue, we're recording.
You are?
We're recording. You know, the web series we talked about.
What? Oh, I am sorry, lovey. And it's me harping on about cats' anuses and cameras up your backside.
Yeah, look, it's fine. Look, I'm sure I can edit it out or something.
So are we live now?
Yeah, we're live now.
Sorry, lovey, I've gone all a bit nervous on you now. You've said we're live.
So, should we crack on?
Ready when you are, lovey. Oh, I'm dead excited. I've always fancied myself as a bit of an agony aunt. I'm full of warm takes, me. Well, they're like hot takes, but nicer.
Right. Anyway, so the other week, I put a call out on social media for people's sexual health, mental health and relationship worries. And I thought that... So, sorry, it's just a little bit distracting. Do you mind?
Oh, sorry, lovey. I've just received this week's food parcel from the council, you know, because I'm shielding. Well, it's a bit like a poor man's Abel and Cole, if you ask me. I mean, I don't want to sound ungrateful, lovey, but the box I've just been sent this week contains 6 multi-packs of hula hoops, half a block of Cathedral City, and a packet of Mentos. Well, they do say you are what you eat. That must make me plain and simple. Sorry, lovey, I'm going on with myself, as you were saying.
So it's fine. So I put this call out on social media and we've had loads of great questions in response. Now, I've selected the ones I think are the juiciest and sorry.
Sorry, lovey, I'm just setting the tone, you know, finding me yen. Well, I've not been sleeping very well recently, and I find scented candles can really help calm and focus my mind, you know.
You do whatever you need to do to get ready, Sue. I mean, the world has gone to hell in a handbasket recently, so you can be forgiven for a little bit of late night worrying, I guess.
Oh, I've not been worrying, love. I've just got 2 magpies nesting on my gable end. Well, they're at it every morning, right at the crack. Sounds like they've been gargling bleeding chainsaws. Either that or deep-throating Satan. Look, lovey, I'll switch the music off and then we can get started, yeah? Right, lovey, I'm all yours.
Are you sure?
Positive. No, wait, that's you. That was a little joke because, you know, you're HIV positive and I'm not.
Yeah, it wasn't funny.
Oh, right, yeah. Sorry, lovey. As you were.
I was only pulling your leg. Right, shall we crack on then and make a start? Oh, wait, you've not seen the credits I've done for you actually, Sue, so we'll play them first and then we'll get stuck in. Welcome to the first ever episode of Sexual Health with Sue, the show that gives you...
Where did you get those photos, lovey?
Well, they were in my photo stream.
Oh.
Yeah, well, you must have taken them on the iPad that I've sent round for you to do this call on.
Right, so you can see everything that I take on this iPad, can you?
Yeah, they all sync to my cloud.
Oh. Well, if you've seen that folder that says for Keith, don't look in it. There's absolutely nothing to see in there whatsoever. It's just my it's my scented candle collection. You see, Keith's very big in scented candles, is what I'm saying. So just don't look in it, lovey. Okay.
Mum's the word, Sue.
Okay.
Right. First question.
Ready when you are.
So first we've got John from Birmingham. Now, John says, "Dear Sue, I'm a 29-year-old straight man and I've recently moved back in with my parents during lockdown."
Oh, you poor thing.
No, that's not the problem, Sue.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Anyway, I've recently moved back in with my parents during lockdown. One evening, after a few drinks, I was feeling a bit frisky and went online and bought a bottle of silicone lube. We've all been there, John. But when it arrived, my mum opened it by mistake. She came up to the bedroom with the incriminating package and told me that my special glue had arrived. Now, I'm not sure if she genuinely thought it was glue or if she said this to save face. I'm also worried if I order other things, she might open these too. Should I broach the subject with her or not?
Hello, John. Now, telling lies to protect people is sometimes the right way to go, but where lube is concerned, it could be a slippery slope. No, in this case, I'd grab the lube bottle by the horns and fess up. I mean, could you forgive yourself if your mother used your new glue to fix her knickknacks and ended up going arse over tit? No, you're an adult now, John, and your mum should accept that your sexual needs don't magically stop when you move back into your childhood bedroom, especially during lockdown. And you never know. This confession might just lubricate your relationship with your mother and all. Was that all right?
Spot on, I'd say. I hope that helps, John. Right, next up we've got Hannah from Dorset. Now, Hannah says, "Dear Sue, I'm heading into my mid-30s and I'm still single. All of my friends have got married and have had children and I feel totally left behind. I'm not sure I can face another party where folk think it's okay to make jokes about my biological clock ticking. How can I meet a man fast, get hitched and up the duff so I don't have to?
Hannah, let me tell you a thing or two about a thing or two. I'm not married, I don't have kids, and I could not be happier. Oh, I was married once, but he had his face ripped off by a baboon at Nosy Safari Park in 1996. I did tell him to stop flashing his arse at them. Well, they see it as a sign of aggression, don't they? Anyway, I was going through his things after the funeral and I found his Keith Urban music collection, so I dodged a bullet there. No, but Hannah, you know, from a young age, we're sold the lie that we need another person to complete us. I blame Disney. But let me tell you, if Sleeping Beauty were alive today, she should be pressing sexual assault charges, and Snow White, well, living with 7 other men. Don't tell me there isn't something more going on there. Oh, and no judgment from me, I'm all for women's lib. But what I'm getting at, Hannah, is marriage isn't all it's cracked up to be. I see plenty of married folk in the clinic who are in need of my discreet assistance, toot sweet if you catch my drift. And they all lived happily ever after. I don't think so. They don't show you the bit where Cinderella is changing the nappies of screaming triplets now, do they? I'll let you on a little secret, Hannah. Married folk are just as miserable as the rest of us. And married folk with children, well, they are miserable and exhausted. No, my advice, Hannah, is work on finding what really makes you happy in life and start nurturing that. For me, it's dancing. I'm a right dirty dancer, me. Always seem to get mucky knees. No, Hannah, you get out there and you get frigging with whoever or whatever you please. And if you're worried about the old biological clock, get them eggs on ice, sister. Mine have been nestled next to the mixed veg since 1978.
Yeah, thanks for that, Sue. Great answer. Just as a caveat, Hannah, I'm not sure a home deep freezer is a suitable place for storing unfertilised human eggs.
Well, mine is, Amelie.
Yeah, I just don't want a lawsuit on our hands, Sue.
Buy cheap, buy twice, that's what I say.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks for the question, Hannah. Hope that helped. Now, next up we have Sandra, 56, from Cleethorpes. Now, Sandra says, Dear Sue, I recently got divorced and all my kids have flown the nest. I've spent the last couple of years really down and depressed, but I'm thinking of getting back out there and dating again. Any advice for an old bird like me?
Sandra, from one old bird to another. Congratulations. Oh, you're never too old to get back out there. My great granny Madge met the love of her life speed dating at Gorton Working Men's Club at the ripe old age of 106. But that's by the by. Anyway, you get yourself dolled up. All fur coat and no knickers, or mutton dressed as lamb, whichever look you prefer. But, and there is a but, Sandra, watch out for them STIs. Sandra, this is an issue close to my heart since I forward rolled the M60 ring road in an attempt to publicise the rise of chlamydia in the quinquagenarian population. I raised £352.78. I did have to pay most of that back in fines for bringing the whole of Greater Manchester to a standstill, but I still made the evening news, so all was not lost. Look, I don't want to scare you just as you're setting out of the starting blocks again, lovey, but STIs are on the rise in the over 50s. Just because you might not be able to push out sprogs anymore doesn't mean you're in the clear when it comes to protecting yourself. Sandra, however you choose to protect yourself, whether that's condoms, regular testing, or both, just make sure you're in the driving seat this time around.
That is great advice, Sue. And your Granny Madge sounds a bit of a goer. 106.
Toy boy lover he was and all, only 87. She said he loved it when she took her teeth out, which was a bit of an overshare even for me, if I'm quite honest. Any more? I'm just getting into me stride.
Yes, I think there's one more actually. Dear Sue, this one's from Daniel in Stockport. Dear Sue, I was bullied as a child but came out as gay with a flourish of sparkle and pride when I was 16. Now I'm in my late 20s and the shine of it has completely worn off. I feel like I'm stuck in a never-ending cycle of bad relationships, hookup apps, alcohol and drugs. This wasn't the queer life I imagined. I just wish I could go back to 16 and take the blue pill, like in The Matrix, and lead a different heterosexual life. Things would just be easier that way. I feel so lost right now and I don't know what to do.
Oh, Daniel, lovey. Sounds like you're having a tough old time. But I think there's a better person to answer that one than me. You, lovey, I'm talking about you.
Me?
Yeah, you've been there, you've lived it. What advice do you have for our Daniel?
Okay, well, Daniel, look, growing up gay in a straight world is really hard. I mean, just for a minute, think your whole childhood, you grew up knowing you were different, but all around you, you were getting these messages that that difference was wrong, that you were somehow wrong. Look, remember, when you were a child, when I was a child, people like us couldn't even marry. And when you grow up in a world that doesn't seem to love and accept you for who you are, when you're bullied for being your true authentic self, well, it can be really traumatic on a psychological level. It might feel like it, but you're not alone, Daniel. You know, sometimes I look about at the LGBT community as it celebrates pride, but behind closed doors, so many of us are drowning in shame. And is it any wonder? Throughout history, we've been medicalised, criminalised, dehumanised, beaten, tortured, killed. And it takes its toll. You know, a few years ago, some days, just getting out of bed was a struggle for me. Sex, toxic relationships, alcohol, drugs. I'd hit rock bottom just like you. And in 2017, I caught myself in the mirror still awake 2 days after a house party, and I didn't recognise myself. And in that moment, I decided to flip the script. Begin by changing the narrative you tell yourself, Daniel. If you love yourself, truly love yourself, flaws and all, no one can make you feel any less valid than you deserve. Back in 2017, I realised I had bought into the narrative of stigma. Subconsciously, I believed all those messages I'd absorbed over the years that being gay and HIV positive was something to be ashamed of, but it's not. Daniel, it's time to confront the shame that you're feeling, build up from love, and move through to pride. It can, and it will get better, Daniel. I promise.
Just bloody beautiful. It's just like Mother Teresa once said. Give a girl the right pair of shoes and she'll conquer the bloody world. Oh, oh. Sorry, lovey. Oh, it's better.
So is that bleach?
Stardrop's white vinegar spray. Positively pickled me.
Right. Well, look, I'm afraid that's all we've got time for. So thanks for joining us for our first ever Sexual Health with Sue. And we'll see you again next time for more warm takes with the Sexual Health Advisor with a heart of gold and Cheadle's best stocks lube cupboard.
Are they gone?
Yeah.
Oh, phew. Oh, how was that lovely? Gosh, it's hard, this presenter lark, isn't it? Phil and Fern make it look so bleeding easy.
Oh, Sue, you were great. Thank you so much.
You really think so?
Yeah, of course I do.
Well, look, I best dash. I've just seen a text from our Maureen. Turns out a pussy was blocking a U-bend, so I best go.
All right then. Okay, well, I'll speak to you soon.
All right, bye-bye. Bye. See you later.
All
Bye-bye.
right then. Bye.
Right. And when the fresh shell delete photos off this thing. Half a block of Cathedral City.